Hello, 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 everyone. If you can hear me, if you can see me, please drop it in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me clearly and you can see me clearly, okay? Please let's all drop it in the community group. Let's drop the link. Let's tell them that we are live and we are ready to start. Okay, Jazz TV has been here since 4:36 p.m. Okay, Anwuli Uzu is here also. Shedrack is here, prepped and ready. Chin Nonso for good to go. Pierre Trips Delight. Claire, thank you. Good evening, Adefolayo Akinola. We are bearing the same surname. That's interesting. Oh, Mbuya, do maybe. Yes, I can see and hear you clearly. Thanks for confirming that. Who else is online? We are about to start. The slide is ready. And while we wait for people to join, let me just show you the slide I intended to share the last time. I had the presentation ready, but somehow I couldn't operate it on my phone. So that was why I couldn't use the presentation. So let me just quickly show you. Let me quickly show you that. While we wait for others, just to you know show you that I was actually prepared and I couldn't, this was the presentation, but thank God I had backup plan and it was prepared already. This was what I planned to use, and well, as God would have it, it actually went well also, I'm very sure that everybody got values, and I've been getting testimonies in my DM. Some people, they just don't want to share now, and I understand that. But please, if you have, thank you. You like my hair. Thanks so much, Anuli. Thanks so much. Everybody come out to post it on the group. That Yomi Sore is here. Emmanuel Achu. I think I remember that name very well. Those are the people that were, giving me the energy vibe, during the last session. Adeyeri too, yeah. Good evening. Good evening to you. And please, you can just, share where you're watching from. You're watching from different states, maybe from you're watching from Oyo, you're watching from another country. Just drop it. Let me know your location. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you have optimized your LinkedIn URL, let me know in the comment section that you have watched the video and you have optimized your LinkedIn URL. Okay, so we are still stylishly waiting for others, and let me drop it here again. Ekuleo. Okay, Chika Soro says she's watching from Lagos. My Lagos people. All right. So who else is watching from another state or another place entirely? Who else is watching from Lagos? What time of the day is it at your place? Okay, Amuli says she's watching from Ado Ekiti. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. What happened today? Is it that our people are feeling cold? Chidera Oyekam here. Good evening to you also. And I want to use this opportunity. Okay, your URL is optimized. Down Selamide. That's interesting. That's interesting. Wow, Gombe. Oh, live from Lagos, LinkedIn optimized. I'm talking about your URL, LinkedIn URL optimized. Okay, Eda Benson is watching from Lagos. Yes, it's cold, right? I know. I had to take something hot, just to take the cold off me. I'm watching from Port Harcourt. That's from Chidera. Oh, nice to have you here. Emmanuel Lacho, I'm also happy to have you here. And Jumebi says she's also watching from Lagos. Nice to have you guys here. I'm watching from Benin. Wow, Sokoto. Oh my God. No. Don't worry. That's why I'm giving my best to this, because I know if I'm to look at those people that are not ready to learn, I will just miss everything. But I know that this training was specifically meant for some set of people, so I have to do the work. And I bless God for the ideas. I bless God for the wisdom. I bless God for the testimonies. Oh, it's very hot here in the north. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Chidera, you're welcome. Live from Sokoto. Okay, Jia is also watching from Adwekiti. That's nice. Thank you guys for the sacrifice. And I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate everyone who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate from the depth of my heart. I'm saying thank you. And if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's the only favor I want in return for all this training. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please and please support your girl because I really want that motivation so that I can keep dishing out the values. I've had a lot of people interview me, even from different countries, and I think it's time I just put myself out there. Like I've had a lot of people, interview me from different countries. Sometimes people even reach out to me that why are you not yet on YouTube? Why are you not saying? I just have to take this. I just have to take this great step and do this. Thank you, Beatrice Delai. Thank you to Damilola Azam. She's watching from Lagos. Courage from Lagos. My Lagos people plenty here. She will not do hangout like this. Anyway, so let me start now. Let me start now. I'm very sure that other people will join us. And before I start, let me use this opportunity to share some testimonials with you. Testimonials from my past training. So far, I've trained over 10,000 people. In fact, I'm very sure that it's over 20,000 now. I've trained people from different parts of the world. I've trained people from the UK, USA, India. I've trained a lot of people. I've trained schools, universities, churches, different platforms. And tomorrow I'll be training some medical doctors on LinkedIn optimization also. So I bless God for all these privileges. I think that's why it's just good to keep at whatever you are doing. And you can be sure that your gift is going to take you places. You can be very sure of that your gift is going to take you places. So whatever you find your hand doing, just make sure that you're building it, you're working on it. Even though if you're not getting the much results you're expecting, just keep at it and just trust God that this is going to go far, with time. Even though the Bible says that if you are faithful in little, then it's going to give you much. So don't give up. Don't give up. Otsu Okoche said, good evening. I'm watching from Ogun State. Nice to have you here. So let me use this opportunity to share some testimonies with you. And if you are reading these testimonies and you convert it, just grab it by faith that this is my testimony. This has been one of the things that has been working for some of my students. Though. Sometimes when I share testimony, I'll be like you are next in line. So if you see any of these testimonies and you really want it, just grab it. It is free to grab. All right. So what did you learn from the first video? Let me know the new thing that you learned, especially from that benefit. What's that new thing that you learned that you did not know about LinkedIn before? Bankole Akin today is watching from Ogun. So share with me now, what did you learn from the first video? What is that thing that you did not know about LinkedIn before that you got to know? Let me know. I'm trying to get the testimonies. Or should we just start? Nobody's telling me what they learned. What did you learn from the first video? What is that benefit? How many of you know about LinkedIn influencing before? How many of you know that you can earn by actually posting for people, posting for organizations? How many of you know about LinkedIn influencing before? I'm very sure a lot of us don't know about LinkedIn influence, because when I tell people about LinkedIn influence, they'll be like, LinkedIn. So somebody can just be posting on LinkedIn and people will reach out, and it's actually possible. From the first class, Otu Okoche says, from the first, I understood the power of LinkedIn and importance of well optimized profile and much more. Thanks for sharing with us. Thanks for sharing with us. LinkedIn is actually powerful. I won't lie to you. It's a very powerful platform. It's changed my orientation. Like, that platform it has helped so many lives. It has helped a lot of people. Okay, I think I'm going to just share my screen to show you guys the testimonies before people join. I think that is going to lift your spirits before we start. So yeah, I hope you are watching, no, because I'll just show you briefly and I'll close it. So let me share. I think everybody can see this, right? Screen. Chinonso Okafor said, I learned that you can connect globally with international clients. Faith says, I'm watching from Ogun State. If you can see my script, please let me know. I want to show you some testimonies. It's from my phone, so it's going to be showing you in form of pictures, and that is what I want to show you guys. So if you are seeing my screen, let me know. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, I'm going to zoom it. Yeah, let me zoom it. You should be able to see it clearly now. Okay, no, wait, I'm coming. Let me show you very well. So can you see my screen now? I'm coming. This is not part of what I think to share. Okay, okay, people can see my screen. Don't worry, you get to see it very well. It's because I minimized it, but since you can see it, so I'm going to be showing you. Just look closely. I'm going to be showing you the testimony. So this is babe, can you see my screen? Felix, Felix. Okay, so this one is for cover letter and CV. This person got the appointment as general manager of the hospital. Okay, so let me move to the. All right, sorry. Can you see my screen? Oh, can't see. Yes, but it's blurry. I think is it that those people that are using laptop can see it, or people that are not using laptop cannot see it? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, no problem. Don't worry, no problem. I'm going to share it on our community group if everyone can't see it, because I'm not going to achieve the aim of showing you guys if everybody cannot see it. Don't worry, I'm going to drop it on our community group. So for those that are not in our group, I think it's better you join us. You can just message any of those people that are here to send you the link, and I think you will be able to get access to them. Okay, just ladies and gentlemen, prepare to script prepare to screenshot the rapture like share screen. You only got one shot at it. Hey, pro tip. That is nice. But you are using rhymes for us. Just take that talent to LinkedIn and people will start paying you for it. All right, so let's start. This is LinkedIn optimization and job seeking. Yeah, Emanuela, I know, right? I have to zoom it. There are a lot of it, so I'm just going to be sharing them on the group. Yes, I actually sent it from my phone to laptop, so maybe that's why it's like that. So the highlights of our course so far. We've talked about, I've introduced myself, I've talked about the course, I've shared my LinkedIn journey, and I've shared with you guys the features of LinkedIn. I've talked about the benefits of LinkedIn optimization. And today I'll be starting with job application via LinkedIn. Okay. So like I said, I wasn't able to share my slide with you guys the last time because I was using phone. So everything was well prepared anyway. But just thank God for everything anyway. So let's move. So this is Oluwaseun Gabi Akinola. So this is Oluwaseun Gabi Akinola. I'm the co-founder at Digiverse Media. So we actually run a digital marketing firm. So you can be rest assured that this is legit, that this is our logo here. So I'm the co-founder at Digiverse Media. I'm a LinkedIn optimization coach and I've trained over 10,000 persons. I'm also a professional CV/resume writer. I'm a content marketing expert. Other things I do include visa application writing, statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, business proposals, and business plan. I also run an NGO organization at Rootnet International Foundation. I'm a wife. I'm a lover of God. I'm a youth advocate. I'm an administrator. Okay, so one of the first reason why I'm doing this is because I have a mandate and an assignment for the youth. Yes, I've had that for about 5 years now, but I launched that I think 2 years after getting the mandate and the assignment. So that's why I'm so much attached. I'm so much attached to the youth, and that's why this doing this is so easy for me. I can relate with most youth journey. I can really relate with some issues. I'm not going to dive on that. So this is all you need to know about me for now. And today we'll be talking about job applications via LinkedIn. So we've talked about LinkedIn and the benefits. So for those that are seeking for jobs, because I can't just tell you about LinkedIn and I won't talk about the job application aspect. A lot of people are so eager to know how they can land their next job. So people want to know how they can land international jobs because a lot of people want to leave Nigeria. So people are just trying to relocate, trying to get international jobs. So people want to, get remote jobs. Like some new moms, people that are just, some stay-at-home moms, they are looking forward to, getting remote gigs that can help them stay at home while they also help their children. So young persons, they also want to, work in, go to, study in school and as well have a side remote gig, and some people just want to be a remote worker, while some people are seeking for jobs where they can actually go on site or off site, whichever ones. This topic is a very crucial one, and I want everyone to be attentive. Okay, so the first one, we have the content approach. You must have heard people say that content is the king, and that's just the truth. If you want to get jobs via LinkedIn, you must be able to create content. And what I mean by content writing doesn't mean that you have to know how to write the big grammar in the world, or you have to use strong English words, or you have to know how to, you don't have to get it perfect at the start. When I started writing on LinkedIn, I didn't get it all perfect. I didn't know everything like that. It's not as if I was very good in writing, though I had knowledge about content writing, but I was training then and I was still practicing. Unlike today, everything has changed. I'm improving. In fact, I've improved far more than when I started. So what are the kind of content that you can push out on LinkedIn that can land you job opportunities? Number one is educative content. If you have a skill or you have knowledge in a particular area, you can educate your audience about it. The truth is that no company organization wants someone that won't have anything to add to their organization. Everybody wants someone that can give value, someone that can add value to their company. And trust me, if you also have a company, you also want someone that is valuable, right? So share, if you share, at least share that you know about something. Don't just watch people posting and you are just looking, you are not even engaging, you are not doing anything. If it's something that you learn at maybe in your school, maybe you are currently a student, you learn about a particular course or something that people don't pay attention to, educate your audience about it. If it's about your skill, about your business, educate your audience about it. Maybe you are into you are selling soap or skin products or cooking, and there is a particular aspect people are not really familiar with. You can educate your audience about it. You don't know who might be watching. There is a lady that sells shoes on LinkedIn, and she talks about her shoes. People sell a lot of things on LinkedIn, but you have to educate your audience about that thing that you are doing. You can't just come to us and say, I need a job, I want you to come and buy something from me, and we don't even have knowledge about it. Even if people are familiar with it, they still want you to talk about it before they can actually approach you. So content approach really works. And after educating your audience, you can just put a call to action that if you want me to be if you need a content writer in this area, there are some people that are looking for health writer, people are looking for people that can write about fashion. And if you are good in a particular field, that can be something that you can offer as a service since you have knowledge about it. So you can educate your audience about something that you know, or something that you sell, or a skill that you are into. When you educate them, it creates interest, and from there they know you for that particular thing. And if there is an offer or a service in that area, they reach out to you. And even if at all an organization needs an employee and they see that you're already doing something on LinkedIn, trust me, they will still give you the opportunity that you they will still give you that opportunity to at least learn and just use your intellect for their business, right? Another kind of content you can create is inspiration. And this is one kind of content that gets viral most on LinkedIn. Inspiration, people share their story, inspiration, motivation, people share their story, and it's a kind of emotional stuff, and people get acquainted with it, and they tend to, like now, if I share my LinkedIn journey with some people and I talk about my my the period where I was really remote, where I went through a lot, where I had to do this and do that, people will be inspired because now everything has changed. So that's the kind of inspiration. And this is one of the acts that content writers use on LinkedIn. After sharing their story or after sharing any form of content, they push out their service at the end of they push out what they do at the end of every content. Like I'm available to I'm available for job opportunities in this area, I'm available to do this for you, I'm available to do this for you. Another type of content approach that works is storytelling. Telling a story about about maybe a particular point. You don't have to put all the story of your life on LinkedIn. You don't have to put the story of your life online. That's not what I'm talking about. But just to get people to know that you are doing something. Content approach works. Most of the gigs that I've gotten on LinkedIn is through the content that I push out there. And most of you join the community group through the content you saw me, I mean, use through the content I shared on LinkedIn, right? So the content approach really works on LinkedIn. So if you want to do storytelling, you can, maybe you are selling a particular product, maybe skin product, or you are into palm oil, or agricultural products. There must be a story behind why you started that thing. And that is your own story. That will always be your story. You can see it in different ways. And at the end of the day, you can push out your product. Like now, if I tell people about my LinkedIn role, and at the end of the day, I'll tell them, but if you're also interested in optimizing your LinkedIn profile, I can put you through because I've also been through the journey. And through that, I push out my service, I push out my offer. So you can also do the same thing. Another kind of content you can push out there is product information and reviews. There is a guy that I know. The guy does, it's not as if the guy is selling anything. He just pick interest in, sharing about product information and the reviews. you know. I think maybe he loves all these what's it called, all these gadgets. That's so he just love gadgets, and he knows about all the, you know, so there are some people that are very good at, when you want to buy a particular product, you know, they have knowledge about it. So he just loves writing about gadgets and everything. And when he keeps on writing about gadgets, people think that he was selling it, and that was how he became he that's how he became seller of gadgets and everything. He was just sharing normal content about it. He was sharing the reviews, telling them this one has 60 watts, this one has 80 watts. If you use this one, you will get this result. He was just sharing the reviews, you know, normal thing. And that's, you know, that was what really helped him to, and now he has gone far. He has gone far. In fact, there are a lot of people that even reach out to him to influence for their products, because they see the result that he's getting from just sharing product information and reviews. So every other organization that sells all this kind of thing, they also reach out to him. They even pay him to influence for them. So you can pick an interest, something that you're passionate about. You can even talk about it on LinkedIn, and this really goes. This really helps you to, you know, you never can tell. You never can tell. So don't just use LinkedIn. Don't just have a LinkedIn account and you're not using it. It's not cool. The content approach can get you a lot of results. Most people have never submitted any CV. They've never even reached out to anyone in their DM. It's through their content that people get to know about them. A lot of people got to know about my services and what I do through the content that I share. I share about, you know, tips, any latest news that I know about my field, because I also learn, I update my knowledge and skills and everything. So any new knowledge, I share it with people. And and you know, I'm just real. I'm not trying to pretend or anything. So people see me as, you know, this person is really real, and she's someone that we can trust, because any latest thing I share it. If I have knowledge about this area, I share it today. And sometimes I share the same story in three different ways. It depends. You can just tweak it, so you don't have to have content every day to post. You can just tweak it in different dimension. You can use it in educative style. You can inspire people with it. You can use it in the form of storytelling. You can even use fictional storytelling, but you just have to put it there that this is just a fiction, right? So product information and reviews is something that you can go into. You can even affiliate, sell other people's scores and become an affiliate with them. Just affiliate with them, talk about, you know, how their product has helped you, or what people are saying about it. Then affiliate with them that on every sale, this is what I make. At least start with that. When you start with something, ideas on what you should do exactly will come. Trust me, just start. Like when I started on LinkedIn, I didn't start like I wanted to start, I want to come and train people, because I just got trained. I've not mastered it. I've not gotten, you know, even though I've gotten result, but I have not felt it. I didn't feel it was time to do that then. So it took me like a year before I started training people on LinkedIn. So I had to master it. I had to know everything. I had to teach people for free, do some LinkedIn optimization for people for free, and see the results, gather the testimonies, everything. Then I started training people. My first training, second training, third training, and now it's even, I can't even remember the number of training I've done. I can't. It's just countless. So another kind of content you can push out there is polls. Polls is good to hear from your audience. Maybe you ask a question. I made a poll yesterday. I was asking people that, I don't know, if you read that poll, maybe you read that poll. I was asking questions from people that, if God told you to delete your highest following, your social media with highest following, will you do it? And people, I just wanted to get response from people to know, you know, whether people still whether people can still do things for God, you know. I just share that poll. And sometimes you can share poll about your business or product to know what people are really interested in. Let's say, for example, you are selling shoes. You can make a poll that, as a lady, will you prefer to wear high heel or flat shoes? The highest poll will tell you that a lot of your audience, they are interested in high shoes, abi high heel shoes or flat shoes. So polls help you to get ideas, to know how you can target your audience, and, you know, hammer on their pain points and sell eventually, right? So that's what it does. And here I wrote, okay, sorry. So at the end I said, always request an action at the end of your post. Like it's like a call to action something. That is like a call to action something. Request an action. Tell them, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. I'm coming. to the next one. That's the content approach for you. The next one is the professional DM approach. Ah, this one I just manage the screen for now because I need to see everybody. The professional DM approach. The professional DM approach. Let me first talk about DMs. So let's talk about the professional DM approach. This is the toughest, approach to land gigs and jobs on LinkedIn. To every youth out there, please, there is a way you send DMs to people. I've gotten a lot of DMs that I did not even respond to. I've done it before too, and people have done it for me too. But now I know better. You don't send hi, hello, sup, how far, what's up, hello, darling, hello, dear. Like, you don't send that kind of DM to people. You want someone to help you, or you need information from someone, and you are sending hello, sup, how far. It is these days that I just see a lot of funny things. Even when I was starting my journey on online, when I was starting my journey online, I have never sent sup, how far, all those things to people that I need help from. You want to reach out to a manager of an organization, you want to reach out to a recruiter, you are sending hi, hello. After hi, what do you expect? So you want the person to say, okay, let's say you send hi, the person will not say hello, you not say hi again, the person will not say hello. So is that how you want to continue? No, you can't send DM to people that you need help from, especially your potential helpers and employers. Say everything at once. Nobody have time to be saying hello, even though you use hello ma, hello sir. Just go straight to the point. Hello ma, my name is, or hello, my name is Kiniko, my name is Oluwasegabi. I love your works on LinkedIn and all that. I would appreciate if you just push out your offers, what you want. You don't just send, nobody is going to respond to you. And if you are here and I've not responded to your DMs because you send hi, hello, just go straight to the point. If you go straight to the point, trust me, even if the person cannot help you, they are going to respond, or they refer or recommend something that can help you. You don't just send hi, hello, sup, all those things. No. And please stop using abbreviation when you are sending message to people. It really shows your kind of intelligence. You want to say I am, okay. What example can I use? Okay, I am. You now use AYAM. I am. You now put it all together. Or you want to send this is, you now put DIS. DIS. This is, all those kind of things. You can't use that kind of thing on LinkedIn and it will work for you. No. LinkedIn is a professional platform. If you start sending messages like that, trust me, even though you have good intentions or good thing to say, that thing alone can send a negative message to the receiver. So that's why you have to be very careful of what you put out, the kind of DM that you send. And that somebody is not responding to you doesn't mean that the person hates you, or the person is proud or something. No. Sometimes there are a lot of professionals managers that are very, very busy. So because I see a lot of these trends these days, you will message someone, because the person did not reply you, the next message will not be you cursing them. You are too proud. Is it because I'm reaching out to you for help? You know, you don't have to be too quick to just judge. You don't know. All these people, they are busy people. It's only people that are not busy that will be responding, or people that are working online, or let's say freelancers, or someone that works online that can reply or respond to you maybe immediately or that day. But if a top manager, executive is not responding, they have a lot of things they are doing. Don't be too quick to just send message. Is this how? And you people will come out, you call yourself leaders. I send you a message. You're not even. I've seen a lot of that on Facebook, and I'll be like, it's not as if I borrow money from you. You are the one that send me message that you need help. And today that I'm just seeing your message that let me reply, I'm seeing another message. So please don't do that. Don't do that. That's not the kind of generation we want to raise. That's not the kind of legacy we want to leave for our children. That's not the kind of footstep we want the upcoming generation to follow. No, no, let's learn the art of sending messages professionally to people. Don't just say hi. I've said this a lot of time. There is nothing like, if you send hi, I will not want to reply, because I'll be like, if I say hello, you say hi again. Some people will say good morning. They will not even go straight to the point. So you expect me to now say good morning too. Just go straight, write everything all together. Hello, good morning. My name is, just write everything at once. The person will get the message and be eager to respond on time and let you know that okay, I can help, I can't help, and then we move. So professional DM approach really works. That's if you know how to use it. It really, really works. I told you my second job was via LinkedIn DM. I sent message to that top manager in this same Lagos, and I said, I did not use I hello. I introduced myself. I told him about his work that I love, what I would like to learn from him, and the values I would like to to give or to deliver for his organization. I told him the skills that I have and what I can offer to his organization, right? And I got response. And I didn't get response immediately because these people are busy. I message a lot of people. Some people I didn't even get responses today. But they don't hold me anything. I'm the one that need their help. If they choose to respond, fine. If they don't choose to respond, I move. So that's just it. You don't just feel entitled to people's time, privacy. Like, no. If God has really put it in their heart to help you, they will reach out, they will respond. But you have to play your part by sending the right thing. All right, so if you want to send a professional DMs for gigs and job opportunities, these are the tips that can help you. First, you do a thorough research on the person you want to send the DM. Check out people's profile and get to know about them before sending them messages. And funny enough, this reminds me of a time somebody sent me a message. This person was like, "Dear Malik, dear Malik." I was like, what happened? I'm not Malik now. I went to go and check my profile. I'm not Malik. What is happening? And I discovered that the person sent just copy and start sending to everybody without editing their name. That's how you know that this person is not even serious. You didn't make a research. You are just sending copy and paste messages to everybody. You didn't even take time to edit. Do proper editing. You are sending them Malik. How did Gabi become Malik? So seeing them Malik alone, I didn't even respond because I'm not Malik, and address them by their name. For example, hello Oluwaseun or hello Miss Oluwaseun. You can use hi Mr. Femi or hello Mr. Femi. You mention their name to get their attention. Mention if somebody call you outside, won't you look back? If somebody call your name, somebody call Gabi, now at least my attention will draw towards that person. So if you use hello Oluwaseun, that will even draw my attention that, oh, that's my name. I think this person knows me. So address them by their name. There's nothing like hello there. Even though if the person is your age mate, you don't have the right to call the person there. I've seen a lot of hello there. And that pisses me off that you don't even know who I am. You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't even know the kind of language that I like or I don't like. Just mention their name. Keep it professional. You don't know them. If they are your friends, fine. But these are people you don't know. Some people will say hello pretty, hello beautiful. I know I'm fine now. You know it's hello pretty. You don't have to use that one for me. So just mention people's name. It's just like mention someone's name on a post, it gets the person's attention, like I wrote your he or she will read or maybe leave a comment. Say same goes for the messages you send to someone's DM. Address them by their first name. Then you introduce yourself. I hope you are jotting down because these are the step-by-step process by which you can use to send that DM. Then you introduce yourself. The first thing to do before asking for help, because I see a lot of people, they just send message, please, I need a job. You just send message that you need a job just like that. I don't even know you. Do proper introduction. I need a job or anything. You just need a job. You don't even tell me the kind of job you need. So if I see any job now that is not good, I should give it to you, right? So just introduce yourself. The first thing to do after asking for any help is to introduce yourself, mentioning your educational background and the skills you possess. Put values forward. You don't know what we call what we get catch the attention of the person. I remember when I first sent that DM to the top manager, I told the person the skills I possessed. And what caught the attention of the person was the fact that I'm a content writer and I'm introducing and I'm also interested in, you know, leadership and public speaking. That was the first thing that caught the person's attention because it was related to what they do in that company. So the content writing is what is even part of what they need at that moment. So imagine if I did not push my skills well, you will just read and pass. So that's why it's good to mention your education. Let them know that you are educated. And if you are not yet done with your education, just tell them I'm a 300 level, or even though if you have not started going to school, say just put the skills forward, put values forward. Don't do gimme, gimme, gimme. What are you bringing to the table? So you have to let the person know the value you possessed. That's the next point in your introduction. Remember, I told you to research about the person. So after this, then you discover what this person loves that is related to the values that you possess. Like I said, the company is into sales and all that, and I just push out that I can, I would love to intern with you. I don't mind. I don't mind, writing, creating content for the organizations. And I realized that then the page was not really active. So it was something I could hammer on. I just wanted to give my values, but in order to just get something, I know that if I'm able to find my way into the organization, I'm going to learn more than even what I'm even offering to them. So it will create a long way in creating interest and even registering your name in the name, or in the oh okay, registering your name in the mind of the person. So you have to push out the values and let them know what you do. That's why you have to research about them more. But someone like me, I said I love the kind of work you do. I love the fact that you are into sales and all that. And it is one of the very things I've always wanted to learn, how to stand in front of people and train them and all that. And it's really helping me to today. That was my first internship offer. Internship really helps. It grooms you, it trains you. So you have to let them know what you love about, not just the skills alone. How what you love about them relate to what you are bringing to the table and how it can help them. So yeah, that's that. Another one is what you love about the receiver. You can't just introduce yourself and believe you've done a good job. So after you must have done a background check on the receiver's profile, you have to let him know what caught your attention about his profile or what you love about him. I think I said that earlier. And the work he's doing, you also have to acknowledge the fact that he's doing a good job. There are sometimes that you can even use the last post that I just read your last post and it really speaks to me. It touched my heart. You are, even though you as human being, somebody hear you, your head go straight now. So you just be like, this is me. Someone is praising my work and all that. That's let's just think about it. And then finally you can now put what you want. Then you cannot ask for the available opportunities. You can just tell him that I won't mind, working as an intern in your company, or if you have any opportunities at all that I can be placed in, or if it's a recruiter, he said I don't mind if you can, if there's any job opportunities I'm interested in. But you have to let them know the particular aspects you are interested. Don't just say you want any job. Don't just say you are open to any offer. They will see you as someone that don't even know what he or she wants. Be specific in those areas. Be specific. You can mention like three or four. Be specific. Don't just say you are open to job offer. If you tell me you're open to job offer, I'll just tell you okay, and I won't say anything. But if you will not mention content marketing project or this, I'm like, oh, okay. For now, I don't have an opening, but if I get any opportunities in this area, any offer in this area, I'm going to reach out to you. And this thing can even stick in my head for a long time. And that, oh, somebody reached out to me that he or she needs a content marketing role, yeah, and I see a job or opening. I'm going to reach out to the person. And lastly, the email approach. Okay, so if you are here to be making use of email for job applications, then you are losing out on a lot. A lot. Email is a means of communication to send and receive messages. Email is used for several purposes, for like contacting friends, communicating with professors and supervisors, requesting information, and applying for jobs, internship, and scholarship, depending on your purposes. I hope we are all following. All right. So the email heading is very, very important. You know, it's one of the things that attract the attention of people. You as a person, if somebody writes, okay, I just remember something. Somebody wrote your email has won so million dollars or something like that. So I opened it, though I know it was a scam, but it was something that it was catchy, right? So you have to use a headline that is very catchy. And salutation, you can use dear sir, dear hiring managers, dear recruiter, dear, just salutation is very, very important. Body of the mail, you introduce yourself, telling the person who you are and why you are contacting them. You can talk about this in the first paragraph. And in the next paragraph, you can talk about your skills, just the format. Yeah, Shadrach, yes, sorry about that. Yeah, thank you. So, body of the mail, introduce yourself. Just like the format that you use for sending a DM. So you use the same format for mail, but this one you're attaching your CV and your portfolios, maybe something that you've done before. So you're attaching it. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. I wanted the slide to show fully. So the next paragraph can talk about your skills, experiences, and more importantly, what you intend. The values you intend to add to the organizations. You give reasons why you are the best fit for this position. This part is really important. You have to give reasons. Because there are a lot of people that are applying for the same thing you're applying for. So you have to be able to give genuine reasons. You have to give genuine reasons why you are a good fit for a job. Even in interviews, you must be able to say that you are a good fit as this. You know, what happened? You guys can't hear me. Can anyone hear me now? Hello? Oh. Hello, can you hear me? What happened? Okay. So the next paragraph should talk about your skills. Okay, thank you, Shadrach. In the next paragraph, you talk about your skills, experience, and more importantly, what you intend to, add, and give reasons why you are a best fit. Give reasons, even though if it's one thing that you know how to do, you have to be able to talk about it. There's some people that they are not doing much thing online, but the way they carry the only business that they know for it, the way they talk about it, those are the kind of people I love. They know one thing, but the way they talk about it, there's no way they will get your attention. You just have to listen to them. So that's the way you have to push you have to sell yourself through email. And number six, in your last paragraph, thank the recipient for reading your mail and mention that your resume is attached. Then thank the recipient. Yeah, I know, right? So you thank the recipient for considering your application and let the person know you can't wait to have an interview so as to proceed further with working with them. So number seven is this the call to action part. So you can conclude the mail with a salutation like thank you and remember to mention your full name with your contact number or your email address. Okay, you are using email address. Your contact number is not really necessary anyway, but if you, okay. I don't want to be distracted by what I'm saying here. Let me just put it on full mode. So don't forget your attachment at the end and name your attachment properly with your full name. So for CV, don't name your CV with my CV. Use your name. Rename your CV now. If you just save your CV with anyhow name, rename it with your full name. For okay, let me take myself for example. My CV, I'm naming the document with Oluwaseun Akinola CV. That's how you should name your CV too. Don't just put it like anyhow. So now next to the our next topic for today, 7 pillars of job applications. We still have a long way to go. 7 pillars of job application. So what is a pillar? What do I mean by pillar? Pillar can be defined as a person or thing regarded as reliable, providing essential support for something. It's also a firm upright support for a super. Structure, pillar can also be seen as a supporting integral or upstanding member of parts. Who can give me another definition for pillars? What do you understand by pillars when we talk about pillars? So what's your own definition? How can you explain pillars? Because now we are going to the 7 pillars of job application. What's your own understanding about pillars? When we are talking about pillars, what's your own understanding about pillars? When we sing, you are the pillar that holds my life. So what are the 7? What do you mean? What do you understand by pillars? What's your own understanding of pillars? Let me hear from you. So while I'm still expecting your responses, let me just continue. So the 7 pillars of job applications are the company or organization, the job seeker, recruiter, hiring manager, CV, resume and cover letter, recommendation slash networking, code email and follow up. These are the 7 pillars of job applications. And when we are talking about pillars, you can have when we are talking about pillars, maybe there is a pillar that is holding a building. You can have like 4 or 5. Even if one of the pillar breaks, you can still the 4 can still hold it. So meaning even out of these pillars, 2 of them can work for you, 3 of them together can work for you, 4 of them together can work for you, 5 of them can still help you to land your jobs. So you necessarily don't have to use all, but at least 2 or 3 of it is going to help you. Thank you. Pillars are columns in building that provide support to the building. Thank you. Pillars are vital structures to a building. Thank you. Yeah. So these things are structures, that helps in job applications. One way or the other, this one of these pillars is going to help you land your job. So these are the pillars that helps in job application. So let's talk about the first one, the company or the organization. You can't say you want to apply to an organization for a job and you don't have understanding about the company or organization. You have to first do your research, and these are the tips that can help you. You look for companies that share your values. You have to be careful these days, the organization that you just send CVs to just because you need a job. Make your research, honestly. A lot of things are happening, and you just see people leaving an organization a month after joining, 2 months after joining. There must be something that is happening. So you have to make your research. You don't know what is happening. I think I watched the film sometimes ago, and there is this lady didn't make a research, but later after she has already entered into the manager's trap before she got to know the trends that has been going on in that organization. Every female assistant, they are being raped. So she didn't know until she was raped, but it was during her time that she had to open up that this is what is happening in these organizations. And the manager has been doing it for all the assistants for long, and nobody could talk until this particular lady came out to share her story. So please, you need to research companies that research employee benefit, research the companies very well, and you also research the employee benefits the company provides. Sorry. So what are the things that the employee get to the employees get um to share? What are the things what are the things they get from working with the organization? So you need to research employment. That's why I love LinkedIn. If you type an organization on LinkedIn and that organization's profile is on LinkedIn, you can easily see people that are working in that organization. You just see people, this person work here, this person work here, and you can easily reach out to them and ask about the organizations. Thank God for a platform like LinkedIn. You can easily reach out to people that work in a particular organization, and this also helps in the areas of landing jobs. I had one of my students is now working in Stanbic IBTC. In fact, he has gotten a higher role now. He's now like one of the top, organs in that place. And then this was how he got the job. After seeing the application and the job opening, he reached out to people working in that particular branch or in Starbic IBC generally. So they gave him tips on what to expect at the interview. They were even ready to recommend him and all that. He reached out to them on LinkedIn. And when went for the interview, he said it was like the exact same thing he was asked. And then it was through these people he was able to get the job, and now he's now enjoying the praise now. The leadership position keeps leveling up, so it's very very good. And another thing is number three, learn about the company's business operations, how the company operates. Number four, research the company's leadership, know the executive, what's it called, the ranking and everything, because you don't know where the questions may come from during the interview. So you have to understand how they operate, who, how the hierarchy. Yes, you can, make your research about that too. And number five, expand your research to news and recent events, and try to watch out for what news are saying about this organization, what people are saying about this organization, the recent events they had, what happened. You just have to make your research these days. It's very very important, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. You have to make your research because a lot of things are happening. So please, you have to make your research very well. It's very very important. Another thing is ask your network for opinions. Yes, if like the employees working there, you can ask them for opinions on what do they think. Some will even be honest to tell you that we have not been paid for like 3 months. Or if you are okay with it, then you can come. Some will be honest to tell you that we are being paid and these are the benefits. So there's nothing bad in reaching out to these people, for opinions. Number seven, scan the news headline for red flags. You can just Google it, what people are saying about these organizations. If there is anything like red flag, then that is something to to look into. Faith, I know, right? Oh, sorry about that. Except it's remote work or you are based there. Yeah, it's possible. Maybe it's an on-site job, so it's really not their fault. It's maybe because it's an on-site. Sorry, you have to be physically available. So, except it's remote work. I have a lot of my students that are working remotely with people outside the country. So, but if it requires your presence, they may not give you the job, especially if you are not in that particular country. Okay. So number eight, set time necessary to research properly. Number nine, review related local news and all that. Then you have to understand the type of company you want to work for, and be strategic on how you share your research in the interview, because they are going to ask you, what have some people will even ask you that, what do you know about this organization, what has been your. So if you see any red flag, don't go and tell them that I learned that your company is owing. No, 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 you have to tell them the good part that is related to the values that you share. So don't go and tell them your company is owing money. No more. That's the way home. Oh. So let's talk about the job seeker. The job seeker is the person that is seeking for job, person looking for work. Okay. So these are the things that can help job seekers to prepare themselves. Number one, you acquire the necessary knowledge and skills. You build your CV, resume, and portfolio. Maybe you've done a lot of content writing, then you have to have a portfolio, a link that they can use, they can type to look at your works. And number three, keep tabs on job opportunities platforms. Just like LinkedIn is a platform by which you can get jobs. There are other online, platforms where you can get job. But the genuine one I'm more conversant with is LinkedIn, right? And number four, constantly add new knowledge and skills. We are in the generation whereby things keep changing. Skills keep upgrading themselves. What you know yesterday might be different from what is needed today. So you need to keep upgrading your knowledge. And also networking. You have to network with people, because you never can tell who is going to help you. So I'm trying to rush now. Recruiter. So recruiter, people don't know that recruiter and hiring managers are different. So let's talk about recruiter here. Hiring manager works for the company that you'll be training if I hired. And hiring managers are the people that they call them HR. Some people call them HR. But when it comes to recruiter, a recruiter is an independent company that finds people with skills to fill a position at the company with an opening. Maybe a company is seeking for they are looking for people to fill a position. So the hiring manager can just talk to recruiters around that we are looking for so person, or like, can you help us to get talents to recruit for this job? And some of them, they are being paid, and that's why you see a lot of people calling themselves recruiter and HR on LinkedIn just to get paid. Some of them are even looking for job. Recruiter is even looking for jobs. That's why uh, you have to know the people that you are listening to, the people that you are following, because There are a lot of fake recruiters out there. So the recruiter gets paid a fee for bringing the worker to the company, doing the hiring. Okay, the recruiter also handles finding candidates, doing a basic qualification screen, setting up interviews, and generally managing, the candidates. And basically, this is just the difference between recruiters and hiring manager. A recruiter is the person that brings talent, for interviews. And after interviewing them, it's the hiring manager that makes the decision whether they are going to hire this person or not. The decision lies in the hand of the hiring manager, except the general manager or the person that owns the organization knows the job seeker directly, but it's the hiring manager that makes the decision. So the hiring manager is the person who runs the team the person will be hired into. Yes, and the hiring manager also determined where the person will be placed, the department, or the kind of job that the person is grabbing, the kind of job that actually fits the person's qualification. Is the hiring manager that determines that. So they usually write the job description, they approve the set of interviewers, and they evaluate the interview results. And the hiring manager makes the final decision on who to hire, subject to approval by their management. Like I said, the oga patapata. And while the recruiter manages the process, is the hiring manager who actually closes the deal. Think of it in one way, just like what affiliate marketers do. Affiliate marketers help you to get people that will buy your product. But at the end of the day, you are the one that is, getting the higher percentage. You are the one that determines the kind, okay, you are the one that determines the kind of product the affiliate marketer sells, right? So you are the one that is closing the deal, you are the one that makes the final decision on whatever the affiliate marketers is going to do. I'm just using that as an example, but I think you guys understand. And why recruiter manages the process is the hiring manager who actually closes the deal. So hiring managers are the decision makers. They have the final say as to who gets hired and who gets rejected. They own the outcome of the recruiting process. And where there is a bad hire, the hiring manager is the one who should investigate what went wrong. So I wouldn't want to dive much into this. Let's go to the next one. Is the CV, resume, and cover letter. So your CV is very important, and please, you have to watch out for what they need, the requirements. Some people specifically they request for CV, while some is resume, and this is what these are the definition of these terms. A CV means curriculum vitae, which can be referred as an expanded resume. Resume is short, CV is expanded. Resume is just like a summary, white curriculum vitae is like the full story, the full gist. So a CV highlights every skill, degrees, professional affiliations, work experiences, and relevant participation the applicant has acquired, and these are arranged in chronological order. A CV highlights general talents of the candidate rather than specific skills for a specific position. Okay, let me just explain it in simple terms. Don't let me use big grammar. So CV generally is what CV contains every different kind of work experience that you have. Even though if you have done marketing, you now switch to nursing, and from nursing you now went to lawyer, you know, all those things, everything is going to be on your CV. But when it comes to resume is specific. It requires the jobs, the experience that are related to this the job description that you're applying for. So let's say now there is a marketing role out there and you have an experience in marketing. Even though if you have experience in nursing, it's only marketing that is actually required, except you can relate the nursing with marketing. If you are able to back up, your nursing with marketing, fine, you can put the nursing there. But if you cannot align it with marketing, don't put the nursing there. So resume is always specific on the job description, but CV is it's just like allow anything, pour anything on me, I can take it, I can take it. But resume will be like, no, don't pour anything on me. I have taste. I have taste too. I have taste. So that's just it. So let's move fast. Cover letter. Okay. A cover letter is a brief overview of your background and the reason why you should be considered for a particular job or gig. This is where you convince your employer or recruiter that you have what it takes to deliver his job, stating your experience in it just like a background to convince them to look at your resume and consider you for the job. For instance, if you have to mention in your cover letter that you've been working as a content marketer for the past 3 years and you have a professional qualification in digital marketing, your CV and resume which is attached to the mail is where the CV, is where the full details is being highlighted. Cover letter is just to convince, the hiring manager that you are the best fit for the job. I can do it, and these are the reasons why I can do it. And this is a sample that I wrote here. So if you have one, you can screenshot. You can write. So yeah, I wrote, dear hiring manager, I'm thrilled to be applying for the content strategist position at Gabi Global Network. With 3 years of experience in content marketing, I am motivated to join an organization where I can contribute my unique skills and grow as a content marketing professional. I have a proven track of record of developing and executing successful content marketing campaigns. I'm an expert in creating and managing editorial calendars. If you see all these things that I'm mentioning, they are related to content marketing that I'm applying for. It relates to content strategist position. So you can't say you are applying for a job and you are convincing them about your nursing career. What meanwhile you are applying for a marketing role. No, you can't talk about it except you can relate it. Except you can relate it, right? So the third paragraph, during my previous role at Biostream Technology, because after talking about the fact that you know about this job, then you have to talk about your previous position and how you have added value to that, organization and everything. Then in addition to my skills and experience in content marketing, I have a strong background, blah blah blah. And the last part, considering my proven talent for overseeing this position, I am well positioned to immensely benefit your company. I look forward to discussing this position further with you. Thank you for your consideration. And this is that this is a good example of cover letter. So let's move. Networking and recommendation. um I really value networking and recommendation, and that's one of the things LinkedIn gives to you for free. You can network with people from different fields. I've networked with a lot of people that they've helped me in my journey so far. There are some things that I've gotten just by recommendation. People will just recommend that, don't worry, that girl, I can boast of her. Just like these YouTubers that recommended my skills sometimes ago. I did not even know them. I don't know them personally. I don't even know if they've taken my skills or service. I can't even remember. I don't even know up to date, but they recommended my skills, and through them I've gotten some new clients from international, from abroad and foreign places. So that's what networking and recommendation can do for you. It can be that maybe I've worked for somebody that is close to them or something like that. So networking and recommendation helps you. Networking is the art of building relationships. So some people think that networking is just by chatting people up that you need help. No, you have built the relationship, you engage on their post, you know you guys, there are ways of networking. Actually, it's not by just telling somebody I want to be your friend. No, it can be by engaging their content, commenting on their posts, you know or going for events, relating with people and all that. And networking is a great way to get recommendation for a job position that you wish to apply to, especially if you have networked with someone that is working in that organization. It's in fact, it makes the job easier. So you never can tell. That's why it's good to network. You never can tell the person that is going to help you. Okay, so let's talk about cold email and follow up. Cold emailing is the art of sending an email to someone you don't know in hopes of building a business relationship. Cold emails are similar to cold calls, the phone calls from companies. This reminds me when I was doing my internship. When people come for the training that we do at the company at that time, so my boss will tell people to to recommend some of their friends that they want us to call for the next training. And so we do something like cold calling. We call them, they don't know us, but we are going to call them that this person um gave us your number, that we should speak to you, that you might be interested in our training. So that's like cold call. And you can also do the same thing for cold emailing. These people, they don't even have to know you. You may get their email online. Yes, it's possible, but you know that they need something that you have. So you can use that to establish a relationship and develop a lead with much less intrusion. Not that you not be disturbing them, be sending them emails. No, you are just pushing out something for them to look into. You are just like you dropping something into someone's mind and the person keep thinking over it. That's what cold emailing does. can share your portfolio with them and think, what if I can build your website in this way and all that. If they are really interested and they love your work, they are going to reach out to you, even though you don't have a personal relationship with them. So cold emails are introductory emails that you send to someone that you do not know to create a connection for business or networking opportunities. So cold emailing is not just for sales; it can also be used for variety of situations, such as when you want to email your dream company, when you want to use your network to be introduced to someone, when you want to expand your network, when you want to set up an informational interview, when you need an email when you need to email someone you don't know or have a connection to, when you want to say thank you for an interview, when you want to follow up after an unanswered cold email, or when you let a recruiter know you've applied for a job. So those are the things that you can use cold email or follow up for. And here I talked about following up. Following up on a job application may feel like trending on a very thin ice. You don't want to seem too pushy or impolite. And I personally advise people to do follow up. Follow up is really, really good. It's really good. After an interview, it's very good. But not that it's immediately you now be pushing, pushing, pushing. If you want to do it immediately, it's just maybe to thank the interviewer. But if you want to know about how far with your interview or the response, maybe you are yet to get a response and you want to know the latest update, then you can do it maybe a week or 2 weeks after. And this is a format I shared there on how you can do follow up. Dear interviewer, if you know the interviewer by name, you can write or dear, hiring manager. I wanted to thank you for the opportunity to interview for the position at your company. I was very impressed with the team and the company's mission, and I'm confident that my skills and experience make me a strong fit for the role. I am excited about the potential to join your team and contribute to the company's success. I am available to provide any additional information or discuss any concerns you may have. Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, and your name. So it really, really works. It really works. Yes, I know quite a number of people that have used this follow up and it has really worked for them. So you have to make the first, push so that somebody else they get the opportunity that is meant for you. So let's look at the differences between CV and resume. I hope you guys are not getting tired. Wow, people are really, really following. People are really following. That's interesting. People are really following. Okay, so let me just continue. You can see Egu Daniel writing, Aunli Uzu is writing. Okay, Shada said, I think you can specify the location of your job search too. If you choose the remote option, they will hardly request that you be resident in the US. And somebody really said something about this sometimes ago that anytime they hear Nigerians that somebody make that post, but I don't think that is true. I don't think that is true. If they really want to offer you the job, if they really value the kind of person you are and the skills you possess, that nationality of a thing won't be a barrier. Trust me, it's not going to be a barrier. I've worked with different international companies and individuals, especially, and it has just been cool. Maybe the job was not meant for you, so you don't have to just dwell much on that. You just move and anticipate that better offers will come. So, and if it's because of your nationality, just move. Your own offer is going to come. So let's look at the differences between CV and resume. I know a lot of people don't know the difference between CV and resume. I had a client one time. He said I should help him to write CV. After writing the CV, he said, "This thing is too long." I said, "You said CV." He said, "I don't know the difference." So I said, "Oh, no wonder." So I had to like make resume for him, and I had to ask for the job description and everything, and I worked with it. So let's look at the difference between CV and resume. The first thing, most notable, difference is the length. CV is usually longer than resume because CV is an expanded resume and resume is just like a summary. Your resume should do be more than 1 to 2 pages, especially if you don't have up to 15 years experience or so, especially if your experience is over 15, 20 years. Yeah, there are a lot of people like that have gotten to top position and they are in the same career path, so their resume can be longer than that. I know about that, but you that you are just starting your journey and your own resume is like 4 pages, what is there? What is your resume? resume. So you can easily tell the difference from the length. And the second thing is a resume consists of accurate and straight to point sentences and presents the important bits of information that is needed for that particular job. Like I said, resume is job specific. If they want marketing, you have to give them marketing skills, marketing experience, everything that is related to marketing. Because when it comes to marketing, customer service is also needed, communication skills. So all those things that is related to marketing, it has to be there. And number three, a CV is always static in nature. Yeah, like I said, a CV consists everything about you. So whatever you are doing, maybe you jump from nursing, you went to marketing, then you transition to HR, then you transition to another thing. A CV contains everything about you, and that's what most federal governments job openings really want. They want everything. They even want your age. They want your date of birth. They want to know if you are single or married. So CV contains everything. But these days CV, you don't need to add your age. You don't need to add your marriage status. You don't even need to add your gender, except you are applying for a federal government job. Yeah. But a CV contains everything. It contains your entire professional journey in full details. But the resume is always specific and tailored to a job application. Hence, can be changed over time. Yes, because a resume, maybe you have they want a marketing. You saw a job opening about marketing and they want a resume. Then you saw another job opening about customer service, and you have and you have to build a resume in customer service pattern. Or you saw a job opening about nursing, then you have to give a resume in nursing pattern. So resume changes, but when it's CV, the request for CV, you can use CV for different jobs. You can use CV to apply for different jobs, but resume is always specific. And number four, CV follows a strict structure that is adhered by most employers, recruiters, and individuals nationwide. But a resume allows candidates to make changes depending on their choice. Just like I said, CV is CV. It's acceptable everywhere except they want resume. So you have to change it depending on the job, description. And number five, a resume is much more specific and only lists important experiences and skills. I think I've explained that, why a CV is a complete list of your professional and educational life. So educational from primary school, secondary. It's these days that your primary school is not needed. You can just start from your university, masters and PhD. So number six, usually publications are not listed in your resume, but publications can be listed on CV because they are part of your professional achievement. I see a lot of people put publications on resume. You put publications, everything. You now say this is resume. No, you can put all those things on your CVs. And number seven, references are not supposed to be on your resume, or you can put available on, request. If a recruiter asks you to provide references, then you send them a separate document. And sometimes putting your referees details is at risk because you are putting them at risk. Some people even put their phone number, you put their address, everything. You are putting them at risk. So it's better to put it available on request, or you don't even use the references, so that just to keep their details. And if these recruiters need their references, that means they will request for it separately. Then you can send them a separate document. Your CV is going to a lot of people. Different people are checking your CV, and you don't know who is who. So number eight, it's more advisable to use a CV when applying for academic or research position, but resume are usually used for specific jobs. Okay, I think that's all. CV is all about you. Your resume is about the job, particular job you want to apply for. So now let's go to the major highlight of CV and resume. What are the things needed in a CV and resume that that your CV or resume must have? Okay, I tend to share a document here. So let me just talk about it. Let me just talk about it. In your CV, your name is very, very important. There's nothing like when you are writing CV, don't put curriculum vitae on the CV again. We all know it's a CV. So your CV should start with your name. Let me see if I can show you. So your CV has to start with your name. Mhm. So your name is the first thing, then followed by your address, your email. Um, okay, here's an example. So this is a CV. It has to have your name, your address, your email, your LinkedIn area, your phone number, your career objective, your core competencies and skills, your career experience. this CV: leadership and volunteering experience, your education, your professional certifications, honors and award, and your referee available on request. So that's all about CV. There is nothing really serious about CV like that. So that's why I did not even talk much about it, because I know I'm going to share a template with you guys to see. And so let's move, because time is really fast. CV and resume are not the same. To maybe they are not the same. I just explained the differences. They are not the same. They are not the same. Please. Interview preparations. Yeah, this, let me see. Okay, we have 4 slides to go, so we are almost done. This is interview preparations. Okay, so when you are going for interview, one of the things that is going to help you is just to be at peace with yourself. A lot of people are agitated, they are anxious when they go for interviews, and that can just disrupt the way you respond to questions. That can put fear in you. So when you are going for interviews, just feel relaxed. Feel relaxed. They are just human beings like you. So you don't have to be scared. If the job is meant for you, it will be for you. Just make sure you give it your best. And the way you can give it your best is to put your mind at rest. Let your mind be at peace. Don't I remember my first interview. I was almost sleeping. I was almost sleeping because it took time before they came to meet me. And by the time the man woke me up and all that, I was even sleeping at my first interview. Very funny. And when the man woke me up, I was really relaxed. I was relaxed, like, for my second interview, I was scared. So sometimes maybe you should sleep very well before going for your interview the next day. You have to feel relaxed. So yeah, I wrote, why no job interviews will follow the exact same format. There are some questions that are very popular among employers when screening potential candidates. When screening potential candidates, so you can give yourself the edge over the potential candidates by, preparing yourself ahead by, being able to answer these questions. These are some popular questions you have to expect at job interviews. Trust me, they are going to ask you to tell them about yourself. You should be able to introduce yourself at this. Even if you're a young graduate, you are just finished, you should be able to introduce yourself. You are not young, and and yeah, I wrote a note here that if you are introducing yourself, that a lot of yeah, I wrote here that a lot of job seekers, when they are asked to introduce themselves, they respond with the overview of their work and employment history. Why this is helpful: if a manager hasn't read your CV in details, it is important to offer new information, such as what are your hobbies outside of work. Yes, I remember my first interview. The man asked me what I'm passionate about. I think, yes, he told me to introduce myself. So I said something about I love to motivate others. I love to inspire others. That it's something that I really love, and I feel I have a calling in that area, but I wasn't sure yet. So I told him that. So it was not like, oh yeah, motivate me now. He said, yeah, do the work. So this is just to tell you that if you are telling a candidate about something, just make sure that it's what you know how to do. Because if you don't know how to do it and they tell you to, practicalize it, he was able to defend it. But thank God, it's something I didn't like. It's something that I love. So I motivated him. I was like, don't give up and all that, you know. And he was like, wow, you really tried. So another thing is what attracted you to our company. This is the opportunity to demonstrate the research. I told you to make research on companies. So this is where you demonstrate it. What really attracts you to the company based on the research that you've done. So they can ask you to tell us about your strengths. So when you talk about your strength, you can talk about 2 or 3 attributes that relate to the company's core values. Yeah, you can just talk about it. You can give concrete examples of those strengths where you have utilized it and the results you are able to bring from it. And when you are asked what are your weaknesses, and this is, don't say you don't have weakness. Oh, nobody is perfect. Don't go and be forming. Everybody have their weakness. Everybody have their strength. So just try to identify something that is not really critical to the role and frame your answer in the positive form. Just say, though I'm working on. You can just say I'm working on my in the area of writing bots. so far I've been able to, don't just say it as weakness like that. Try to say it in a positive way, in a way that doesn't look like it's a burden or something like that. And when you are asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? The reason why they ask this question is because they want to see how driven and goal oriented you are. So they also want to check if your expectations are realistic. So don't say in the next 5 years, I want to be the mansion like Dangote, or I want to have a company like Dangote. Why this may be achievable, but don't just go overboard. You can just say in the next 5 years, by now I feel like I would have, you know, leveled up by taking certifications, and I would have been in this level and all that. Just say realistic things. People that don't know what they want to do are people that will just be saying things that you've not even started working or doing anything. You're already talking about things that people that even work for 20 years are yet to have. So just be realistic and don't go overboard. Demonstrate your awareness of the industry trends and ability to be flexible. And also tell us about the time where you encountered a business challenge. Yes. The reason why they ask this question is just to demonstrate your critical thinking, your problem solving skills, and all these things is what is needed in business, because the business cannot be going through a problem and you are telling your boss that, boss, so what are we going to do? You are still asking your boss. Your boss expects you to come up with ideas, and that is where your critical thinking comes in. That is where your problem solving skills comes in. So you can also use the car method. You can use the context, you can use action and the result, like what happened, what the problem was, the action you took, and the results that came out of it. So when you're told to talk about your a business challenge that you encountered, so you have to use CAR, the context, the action, and the result. So it will help you to be able to say it, talk about the problem, the action you took, and the result. Even though it's minimal results, still talk about it. And another one is, what are the most important things you are looking for in your next role? This is where you start with your skills. You identify your skills that you have exceeded in, and talk about how you are looking for a role to utilize and further develop that skill. So you should also explain your motivations and how this role can help you achieve your long-term goals. So, but in all this, make sure that your answers are relevant to what the organization is doing. Yes, how your skills can add value to the organization, or a particular part of the organization that your skill can be utilized, and the results that you are hoping to give to the organization. Okay, so why are you leaving your current job? Make sure that you're saying positive things. Don't go and say your boss is bad or those places they don't even have manners, and they don't even have structure, they don't even have systems, their core values is bad, all those things. No, don't go and say negative things. You can just say that you are hoping to advance your level, or you are looking forward to a better career or something like that. Never say anything negative about your current employer, no matter how strongly your feelings for leaving her. Even if they hurt you or they did something bad, it's not your job to say it in front of interviewer, because they will think that definitely if something happened, you are going to say the same thing at another place. So you don't want to do that. So instead, you focus on specific positive things that a career positive things that a career change to the new role will bring you. Or maybe I believe this new role is going to help me in this area, or you are trying to transition to a particular area and you feel this job is going to prepare you for the next dimension, or for the next level in that career. And what are your salary expectations? When it comes to this, make sure you've done your research. Make sure you've done your research. Ask. That's why I said it's good to reach out to employees in that organization. Reach out to them. Just ask them. Tell them that can they give you idea of the salary to expect, the range. You don't necessarily ask them that what how much do they earn. You don't ask questions like that. They won't answer you. Just ask them that what's the range, so that you know what to say. So if you come prepared with a reasonable salary expectation, you and your employer will know straight away if you are going to feel sufficiently compensated in that role. So I think the best way is just to seek for for information, get information from people that are working there, and they should be able to tell you the range. And the last one, do you have any question for me? Of course, they will ask you if you have it. They'll be asking you questions. They will ask you if you have any questions. So you can use the opportunity. So it's when it comes to this, you should have prepared the questions about the organization. I remember when I wanted to work with Lagoon Hospital. See, I'm trying to remember. It was a Lagoon Hospital, and after talking about the contract and everything, they asked me if I had the questions. And thank God I've read about the organizations, because they were Lagoon Hospital. But I just noticed that they are now in Wilson Lagoon Hospital. So I asked them that I read that you guys recently, transitioned to Abi. The name has the change to Wilson Lagoon Hospital. That I'm really interested in knowing why and the reason and everything. So they explained, and they were really like, this girl really did research, they were really happy to explain and everything. And I later got the contract. So make a research and ask questions. It's very, very important. You saying you don't have a question means that you are okay with everything, or you've not done much research. You should be able to ask a question, even if it's just one. Even though some of these questions, even if they be answered during in the course of the interview, still ask. Ask question. Don't say you don't have question. Ask question. So finally, let's talk about the soft skills for job application. How many of you are not tired? Some people are just going and coming. What's happening? Is it network? What is happening? Yeah, public speaking, yes. But you can put in your best. You have never become, yeah, but you can put in your best. Just say it in a positive way. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I'm loving the comment section. Thank you, guys. We have low numbers tonight, but I just hope people check this video because it's going to help them. Every Daniel said, I'm not tired. I love people that are saying they are not tired. You not be tired. Peter Ogu said, I'm not tired. Don't worry, it's just for the best. It's for the best. Because when people start sharing your testimony, people will not see this part though, where you were learning and doing all those things. All right, thank you, Mirabel. Okay, some people are talking about first bank. So so let's talk about the soft skills. Yes, you can combine technical and soft skills in one session. Yeah, you can combine it. That's a good question. So let's talk about the soft skills. See, beyond technical skills, soft skills are very important to any organization. Any organization. Because soft skills cannot be learned easily, unlike technical skills. You can't learn character just like that. You can't There are some things you can't just learn like that. Somebody that is very lazy, it's very hard to teach the person hard work or how to be diligent and all that. So that's why the soft skills are very, very important in your CV, and they are part of the keywords that are used during the 8 years, filtering and all that. Soft skills are very, very important, and that's why when you look at a job description, they tell you we are looking for a diligent, focus oriented, motivated, something like that. There's a reason for that. Soft skills are very, very important in job applications. Trust me. And I use it very well when I write CVs for people. I use it very well because I know how powerful it is. And that is why I'm talking about it in this training. Yeah, it takes time and effort to form. Exactly, exactly. So you can't say people should not ask about soft skills is very, very important because see, organization can still teach you technical skills, but teaching you soft skills is really, really going to take time. Trust me, it's not really easy like that. So let's talk about some soft skills. And here I wrote soft skills are non-technical skills that describe how you work and interact with others. Unlike hard skills, they are not necessarily something you will learn in a course like data analysis or program. Instead, they reflect your communication style, work ethic, and work style. So soft skill in the workplace, they are the driving force behind any company's success. Even if you have your own organization, you can't employ someone that is lazy, someone that is not focused, or someone that doesn't have respect, someone that cannot even communicate. You don't want to employ such person, and that is why they want to know the soft skills you possess. So soft skills in the workplace, they are the driving force behind any company's success. You can teach people to use new software or perform any certain job specific test. you know you can just teach them in few seconds and they will grab it, but you can't teach them common sense. You change their character. You can't teach common sense. So that's how soft skills differs from hard skills. Soft skills either can be acquired or are notoriously hard to acquire through traditional education. That can be from school, from your home, your background. That's where soft skills are learned sometimes. Being respectful, being ambitious, diligent, motivated, adaptability. Even though team building can even start from when you are small, traditional education, although they are transferable, because we learn from what we see people do sometimes. So what you choose to learn is what will determine what you become. So it's better you start learning the good things, good communication style, being respectful, because we are in the generation where people just talk to anybody anyhow on social media just because everybody has access to social media. So you just feel you can talk to anybody online. And I'm just wondering, this Twitter of a thing, a lot of young people, even though some people in secondary school, they just tweet anything. And if you see them in real life, they can't even look at you in the face. They will be putting their head down like this. They'll be putting their head down. But if you see what they are putting on social media, you will be scared that what is this? So you are the one that wrote this, and this is you in person. So that's why many young people don't last in jobs these days. And I really don't blame organizations. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to speak sense into these young generations, honestly, because I really don't like the fact that people are complaining about Gen Zs. Honestly, it really hurts me, and I feel that this is one of the things, this is one of the assignment God is giving to me, and I just pray that God helps me. And that is one of the reasons why I'm using this channel to start this YouTube, thing, because I'll keep posting more videos and teaching youth and young ones how they can behave in the workspace and even in the general world. That's why they don't last. You just see, and the funniest part is after they have been laid off work, they will go on social media and go and post it. There was a lady that was like, she went for a job interview and she was sent back because of leg chain. You should have checked out the organization's culture. It's For the fact that they laid you off doesn't mean you should come on social media. Some people will even be like, they will even call their boss over the phone. I'm not coming to work tomorrow. No, it's not done like that. That's not how to build good soft skills. And that is really causing a lot of things in this generation, and that's why some young people don't last long. Trust me, there are some. If you see our parents and our grandparents and all that, they live long because they have good character and they understand all these things. Some people will just talk to people anyhow. You don't know the kind of people you are talking to. So soft skills, that's why if you don't have all these soft skills, it's very hard for organizations to employ you. So soft skills are very, very important. They are transferable also. So, but transferable skills aren't just job specific. You have them regardless of the job you are doing. That means even though you are working as a trainer, a content writer, you still have these soft skills. They are not just job specific. They are things that you just have to possess. Now, I wrote two examples here. A highly skilled candidate who is emotionally intelligent, communicative, and instantly likable, or an equally skilled candidate who is totally antisocial. Which one are you going to choose? If you are to be a recruiter, you to choose for yourself. Is it the one that is highly skilled and has emotional intelligence, person can communicate and people likes being around that person, or someone that is skilled and is antisocial? Because someone that is antisocial and doesn't talk to people, how is the person going to communicate with your clients when they come to office? No matter how good you are or how skilled you are, if you have a very bad character, it can spoil everything. So you have to learn all these things step by step. It's very, very important. It starts from our home, it starts from how we relate with people, it starts from communication and everything. So soft skills are very, very important. And finally, we are done. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? And while I'm talking about your questions, my courses are available for those that are interested in the premium course. I'm going to share that in the community group anyway. I'm going to share that in the community group. But if you have any questions, you can just drop it. I want to answer some questions here before we call it a day. If you have any questions, yes, there is room for improvement. Chiamaka, yes, nobody is perfect. There are some things that I learned um, through what I'm doing. You know, I've learned patience through my work. I've learned, taking time to listen to people, because sometimes I'll be like, this person supposed to grab this thing now, but I've learned, to just relate with different kind of people on their level. I've learned a lot, honestly, and they are helping me. I didn't start like this. In fact, I was more harsh than this, but I've really learned a lot on the go. So you can learn, you can improve. And when people do things to you, that should even challenge you that I'm going to use this person to train myself. So when people speak to you or talk to you anyhow, sometimes you may be like, this small thing, talk to me like this. That's when you not like, okay, I will not reply, I will not do anything, I will just be looking at you. And that teaches patience, that teach you how to, reserve your comments. Sometimes it's not everything you just comment on social media. There are some things I don't involve myself in on social media, no matter how you call my name, that Gabby, you have influence, you're supposed to talk. You're supposed to talk. I won't answer you. I won't answer you. So it's not everything that I involve myself in. I focus on my work. That's one thing about me, because the elders, they know more than us. So it's not everything I have to put my mouth in. If the elders can't solve it, who am I? So that's it. Okay, what about the LinkedIn optimization I talked about? Yes, there is a premium course of that. That's the masterclass for LinkedIn optimization. If you want to learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, this is my store, and this is the LinkedIn optimization course. This is the LinkedIn optimization course. This is the store. I'm going to drop it on the group anyway for those that are interested. Imagine what you've learned in the basic training. It's all full of values. Now imagine what you are going to get in the premium. It's going to be more valuable. So, and for CV, if you also want to learn CV writing, resume writing, cover letter, I have a course on that also. If you want to learn how to write statement of, that's why if you check out my store, this is my website. I wish I can drop it on the group. Let me see. For a recent graduate, CV or resume, which was advisable. Your CV is advisable because you don't have much, you don't have much experience like that. So, where do you want to pick from? So, it's better you have a CV. A CV is much more better. A CV is much more better. So, focus on your work, of course, to avoid story that touches the social media in laws will put you in trouble. You need to go and eat shawarma. I know, right? Yeah, exactly. So I don't involve myself in all those things. Politics, abusing leaders, even if they are bad, it's not for me that you hear them. It's none of my, because I'm going to be a leader one day, and I don't want, I don't want myself to be treated like that, or my children to see something like that, or something that will be waiting for me in the future. So we as young people, we just have to be very careful. It's not everything you say. Even though all those shouting, what has it done? Nothing. So just focus on your work, and let's respect people. You don't know who is who. I remember when I started my journey back then, there was this man I had an issue with. This man frustrated my life, and at the end of the day, he became my very good friend. This man frustrated my life, and it was during that time, and he really helped me and actually to train myself and to, yeah, that reminds me. Some people got gifts from me by sharing the link. For those that shared the link, invited people to the community, you have a gift. So you can DM me. I gave you a percentage. For those that are interested, I gave you some percentage. So you can DM me if you're interested in this training. What's the cost of the training, Peter Ugu? For the LinkedIn optimization, okay, I'm thinking of changing the price for this training specifically. I'm thinking of reducing the price drastically. The course is a video course, and I added some materials, and after the training you will be added to a group, because I want to start afresh. So there will be an alumni group for everyone after the training, and I'll take you free mentorship for like 3 months from there. So you are able to stand your ground on LinkedIn, because that's what I've been doing for so many long. But I want to start afresh with this new set again. At least so far I've trained over 10,000 persons. So the cost of the training as at now is 21,000. But I'm going to be giving a 50% discount to anyone that is interested. But for, yeah, to anyone that is interested. So if you check out this website that I shared on the group, You are going to see other courses by me. And if you need more information, you can just reach out to me on WhatsApp and we'll talk about it. Actually, the 50% is for those that actually share the link, but I'm giving out to everybody now. Everybody till when? Till when? Till when? Okay, but I'm going to be giving you till ending of this month. That means I'm going to extend for those that shared the link. So that's it. But the earlier the better. The earlier the better because it's out there. There are people that have bought it for that price. So if they see lesser price, they will feel bad. So I'm going to keep it at 50% for now, maybe till April ending, and then if you need more inquiries, you can email me. If you have my WhatsApp line, you can send me a message. And I hope you all have gotten so much value. Is there any more question? Is there any more question? Is there any more question? I'm trying to check. At GSTV said at Faith, jobs nowadays mostly involves preaching. Seriously. Yeah, soft skills can be learned and improved. It takes time and effort to be tired. Yeah? I don't understand that one. Okay, Faith Uche, I think I just mentioned that now, or you can just check the link I put in the comment section. I'm still going to share it on our group anyway. But please, if you are here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm begging you. Can you see? This emoji is for you. Show some love by subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you think that you've really been blessed by this video, the way you can pay me back is by loving and subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can also share with your friends and anticipate more content on this YouTube channel. And I'll specifically be talking to the youth via this YouTube channel, teaching them both soft skills and technical skills that I possess. So it's going to be about that, and sometimes I'll be talking about God and the business world. It's going to align, so that's it. So who enjoyed today's call it a day? Yes, so my sister, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. So much value. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ebu Daniel. I'm glad because I notice people on LinkedIn do include their course of study. Yes, yes. Your skill is digital marketing. Your education background is chemistry. So it's okay. You can put the education background. For someone like me, I study physics education and I'm into content creation and training. So under your skills is digital marketing, under the education is chemistry. So yeah, when you are setting up your LinkedIn profile, that's why you really need the premium course because the premium course it's loaded though, it's loaded and testimonies have been pouring in and I'm going to share it on the group. I had one of my students, she landed a job. She'll be posting, she'll be let me just read it here. She'll be she'll be working twice in a week and she'll be getting 500,000 naira per month. That's what LinkedIn can do for you. People have gotten so much from this LinkedIn. People have made a lot of money. Even myself, I have made a lot of money. I told you guys I've been working from home. I've been working from home since 2020. Yeah, I told you guys. So LinkedIn is powerful. LinkedIn, you can even get sponsors. I've gotten sponsors. I told you guys for those that have been following me. You don't need premium account though. If you are using premium, I see it as waste of money. Personally, I see it as waste of money because it only give you access to contact people. It's not as if it's going to get you a job or it's going to get you a contract. You only have access to reach out to some top personalities that are also using premium. That's all. But me, I've never used premium for once. Hey, good Daniel, you are going to grab the job. In fact, I prophesy that you're going to grab that job. Don't worry. You just take the necessary action, take the right step, but I can assure you that you're going to get the job. And the reason a lot of people know me on LinkedIn is because of the testimonies I share. They are just unusual testimonies. How can somebody be working twice in a week and is getting 500,000 naira per month? How can somebody write is it 100 words or 100 words and get $500? gets paid $500. Yes, honestly, I'm really surprised. We have over 600 persons on that group and they are not subscribing to my channel. I don't know what I did for them. Oh. I don't know what I did for them. But thank you, Manuela. I really appreciate. You can also help me to send a reminder to them. I'll appreciate that. Any more questions? Don't spend money on premium account. Oh. Do you even know some of it is even better you even pay for LinkedIn optimization training than paying for premium? I see people pay for premium. I've seen there are a lot of people that paid for premium and they still come back to me to do LinkedIn optimization. So premium doesn't guarantee any results. I can bet that with you. I just don't like mentioning names just to keep the privacy. There are a lot of top influencers that have taken my training. There are a lot of organizations that have taken my training, and through my training, they are using it to train their own people. So premium doesn't guarantee getting jobs. I can tell you that. Thank you, Chiamaka. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the value. And please, it's not just about being part of this training. I want you guys to take action and share with me your results. Let's celebrate our success. Let's celebrate our victory. Let's tell people that this training did so much. So, how many of us got clarity on what we can do better? What we you're not late. You can watch it all over. Told me Franklin. You can watch it all over. So if you gain clarity in any part, feel free to share. If you don't share it here, you share it in the community because part of the things God told me about this training is that you are going to gain clarity. Told me frankly, you can replay after the session. Once I end this broadcast, you can just watch it all over again. So if you gain clarity in any field, just let me know. Share your testimony because it's one of the things God told me. You will have clarity on what you can do better, the companies that you need to reach out to, the kind of information to provide, the kind of content to write, where you can dive into or focus on. That thing is going to come. And this is part of okay, thank you. John Oyema edit, you are welcome. I'm glad it's an eye opener. Eye opener means clarity, right? I'm glad you got clarity in that area. And yeah, this is digital marketing. I mean, Digivast Media is the name of our digital marketing firm. So for everybody that is going to take my training, you are going to get in certification from Digivast Media because that's the company I co-founded, and we are into everything digital marketing. We want to run ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. We do a lot of trainings, but we'll be launching ads very soon. In full, we have a lot of clients. We've worked with a lot of people. Just that we've not really put it out there like that, but we'll be launching out very, very soon. Eda Benson, I think I answered you earlier. Premium account doesn't guarantee anything on LinkedIn. It doesn't get. They are just using it to make money. I see optimized one account recently. The person has paid for premium. Yes, nothing to show for it. Instead of paying for premium account on LinkedIn, you'll be paying over 20,000 naira. In fact, over 40. Some people pay 60,000 for premium, and yet there's nothing to show for it. Just pay for this LinkedIn optimization and see the difference. So you don't need all this premium, honestly. You really don't need it, except you want to access some top persons on LinkedIn. And one of the things that premium also does is that you have access to some top some top courses on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has courses that they also sell. So when you're using premium, you have access to this course for free. So that's premium again. That's what premium does, but premium doesn't guarantee job. Emmanuel said he got clarity. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm happy for you. Let me type. So once we are done, I want you to go and comment on the group that people should go and watch you because they have missed a lot. I don't know why the energy just reduced like that. How can one join my company? Well, we are not currently employing people now. We don't have any openings for now. We don't have any openings for now. If there is opening, I can share it on the group. And I'm thinking of turning the group to a community, but I'm still thinking about it because I will have to, structure my time so that I can have time for people on the group and also, so if there is any opening, I'm going to share it on the group. If there is any job opening at all, I'm going to share it on the group. But make sure that you optimize your LinkedIn profile. You have a good CV or resume, and you know. So I think we are done for today, right? No more questions. If you have any other questions, you can share it on the community group. And let me just put the link to the community group on in the comment section for those that may want to join. You will need a premium account from you will need a premium account if you are using one now. You don't need to know if others are using premium accounts. Yes, thank you use premium accounts to get over 25 certification exactly. But premium doesn't guarantee jobs. Thank God I have a witness here. You can get free certifications and courses, but doesn't guarantee jobs at all. Doesn't guarantee jobs. So how can we know a premium account from a free account? It's the person that we know now. You don't have to know. The person will know that he or she is using premium account. So you will know it from your account. Once you pay your account, you will see the activation and it will start reading. And you have 1 month free access for premium anyway. But if you are going to be putting your details, just make sure that there is no money in that account. You have 3 months free access to use premium. So, but make sure that the ATM that you are putting there, it has limited amount of money. It has limited amount of money. Advance, which question? I've been asking question since yesterday, man. Which question again? I think I responded now. I responded. Which question? Which question, Eda Benson? I think I answered your questions about premium. No, no, no. It's not for those that are using premium. The logo is not for those that are using premium. The logo is not for those that are using premium. If you check that this thing, maybe those one is another offer. LinkedIn will get to a point where day to day we start selling that logo this thing. Twitter is selling their verification and everything. So LinkedIn is trying to, bring out those features. That's what is happening. But I don't think premium gives you that LinkedIn logo. I don't think so. Because I've seen people, maybe those that are using the free premium anyway, but I'm here to confirm that it gives you the LinkedIn logo. I'm not sure. Okay, so we've almost spent 2 hours. I think we can call it a day. Let's bring other questions to the group. And thank you all. Please do just please I wanted you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Thanks so far. You all have energized me, and I'm glad you all got values. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Bye.